Hello, I will be covering the topic Administration of Justice in Madras in second phase. But before moving to second phase, one point which remain to be discussed here is defects of administration of justice in first phase. So let us discuss that and then we will move to the administration of justice in Madras in second phase. So the defects. First defect was there was no fixed procedure for the trial of serious criminal cases. Second, the judges of the court was laymen and they were not lawyers. Third defect was the Cholti court uh, could not decide serious cases. Only they could decide small civil and criminal cases. They were not empowered to decide the serious criminal cases like murder, etc. Number fourth defect was that there was no separation between executive and judiciary. Agent in council constituted both the executive and judicial authority. They were to hear appeals from the Choelty court also and also to decide cases of grave offences according to English law on the express order or command of the Raja. So with this we have completed defects of administration of justice in Madras in first phase from 1639 to 1661. So let us discuss administration of justice in Madras in second stage or in second phase from 1661 to 1686. The administration of justice at Madras underwent a radical change during period from 1661 to 1686. The Charter of 1661 was issued by the King James I and it conferred broad powers on East India Company. This charter provided for more effective control at Madras. The agency at Madras came to be elevated to that of Presidency Town in furtherance of the provision of Charter of 1661. Thus, Madras became the first presidency town in the year 1665. The company raised the status of the agent or raised the status of agency to that of presidency and the status of the agent to that of the governor because the power which were conferred by the Charter of 1661 could only be exercised by the governor and not by the agent and council, exercised by the governor and not by the agent and council. The governor was assisted by the governor and council and his council. He was called governor in council. The governor of Madras was required to discharge three major functions. Number one, to act as administrative head of the establishment. Second, he had to look after the trading activities of the company. And number three, administration of justice also he had to look after. So, threefold functions he had to discharge. The court of governor in council that was known as High Court of Judicature. The jurisdiction of this court was the governor and council were authorized to hear all types of civil and criminal cases including cases of capital punishment like murder. Capital punishment means capital offences means uh, murder or treasons, that is betray of one's country. Those are the cases which are capital offences and for that capital punishment is given. It was to hear and decide all civil and criminal cases of the inhabitants of the White Town with the help of jury. Besides, it was to hear and decide serious criminal cases of the Indians inhabiting in Black Town. appeals. It was also to hear appeal from the Choeltry court with the help of jury. It was to decide cases according to English law. The court was to sit twice a week. Reorganization of Choeltry court. The Choeltry court was also reorganized. Composition. The judges of the Choeltry court The judges were increased from 2 to 3. All judges were Englishmen. At least two of them were to sit in the court for 2 days in each week. Jurisdiction. The Choeltry court was empowered to hear petty criminal cases and civil cases up to 50 pagodas. Petty criminal cases, already I have discussed that: theft, uh, public intoxication, etc., are petty criminal cases, and for which the fine is in for which the fine is not less than 1000 rupees, and the cases of higher value with the consent of the parties. Pagodas means gold coin. Appeals. The Court of Governor in Council, that is the High Court of Judicature, was authorized to hear appeals from the Choeltry Court. Merits. Arrangements were made for regular meetings of the court. The Court of Governor in Council, that is the High Court of Judicature, and the Choeltry Court, both were to meet twice in a week. This lessened the delay in the disposal of the cases. Second, jurisdiction of High Court of Judicature, that is Governor in Council, and the Choeltry Court was well defined. Thus, the hierarchy of courts was established in Madras. Number 3, High Court of Judicature consisting of Governor and Council was established to meet the need. Demerit. The judges of High Court of Judicature and the Choeltry Court were not lawyers, but they were laymen. They did not have elementary knowledge of English law. Second, consequently, they used to decide cases according to their wisdom, common sense, and the sense of justice. Number 3, the governor in council used to refer the serious criminal cases to the company's authority in England for advice, which involves considerable delay. Number 4, separation between judiciary and executive could not be maintained. Governor in council constituted both executive as well as judicial authority. Number 5, the Choeltry court was empowered to take cognizance of small matters only. Thus, it was not conferred on any significant judicial power. So, with this, we have completed second phase of administration of justice in Madras. Thank you.